Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is Cole and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about my Instagram strategy that I've used to take multiple different accounts and get them up to multiple thousands, 5,000, and even 10,000 followers in the course of 1 year. But before we get started, if you wouldn't mind liking this video if you enjoyed this content. On one hand, it lets me know what videos you guys are enjoying and want to see more of, and on the other hand, it helps this video in particular get seen by more and more people, which helps the channel grow and really just helps me out. And lastly, if you want to stay up to date with all my millennial business marketing tips, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to post as often as I can, multiple times a week, to give you guys this kind of information that should help your business grow. So it's completely free, just subscribe to the channel and I promise it'll be well worth the time. And with that, let's get started. Alright, so this video is going to be talking about my Instagram strategy that I've personally used to grow 3 different accounts up to a few thousand, 5,000, and even 10,000 followers on Instagram. And all of those accounts were grown at the exact same time in the span of a year. And while the results may vary, as you can see, the different accounts had different increases of followers, they definitely work. So I really recommend implementing these strategies, and it's really going to help you grow your Instagram following. And right before we get to the first tip, I do want to give you a little bit of history. So before I worked at Facebook and TikTok and Coldwell Banker, I worked at iHeartMedia, and it was one of my really first big social media jobs. This was as digital content director for iHeartMedia Syracuse. And in that time, I really started to understand basically social media strategy, how the algorithms work, how to do digital marketing efficiently, and it was really a big turning point for my career. But it was here while I was looking over the social media accounts for 11 different stations split between Syracuse and Binghamton, New York, that I grew these 3 accounts to the followers that they have today. And not to toot my own horn, but they haven't really grown in followers since I left that position, so these results are actually accurate based off of the images that I've shown, and I'll show right here. And a side note, I grew these accounts without using a dime in digital marketing ads or anything like that. This was all organically, just basically using proper strategy to grow that following. And yes, you can speed up your results definitely by using ads, but a lot of people with small businesses, they don't really have that much money to kind of play around with. So this whole video is going to be focused on how to get those followers organically, and this strategy represents doing just that. Okay, so my first tip / step in this strategy is to experiment. So a lot of you guys are probably gonna have Instagram accounts that are a little bit stagnant. Maybe you try to post as often as you can, but you've decided, hey, I'm going to commit time to this, I'm going to commit energy, and I want to see results. So if you have an Instagram account that's a little bit stagnant, you could be due for a little bit of experimenting. And the reason why I love experimenting is because not only do algorithms change and these social media platforms start to differ from how they looked when you first started using them, but also followership changes and different audiences are going to change, especially as you grow. So doing some experimentation always helps to see what's exactly going to work and what kind of content your audience resonates with the most. If you experiment between doing posts that are primarily photos and maybe high quality, or maybe doing more videos or selfie style versus more scenery shots, all these different things and many more are all valid ways to create content on Instagram, and different audiences are going to react differently to that. So definitely try it out. Don't leave anything on the table. See what works and what doesn't work, and you're going to be able to know going forward what's the best content to put out there to see the most growth in terms of your Instagram followers. And side note, I know I'm saying experiment with what your current followers have, and you may be asking, well, how does that grow into new followers? Well, long story short, the way the algorithm works for Instagram and most other social media platforms is that if you can appease your audience and show Instagram that your audience engages and really likes this kind of content, Instagram will start to push your content to new people who aren't your current followers. So basically, if you impress your current audience, you're going to grow into a bigger audience. And experimentation leads directly into this next step, which is to use your Instagram insights. So if you're using an Instagram account that is not a business account, you definitely want to transfer it over, or possibly a creator account. Either one gives you the same basic insights. And transferring over to a creator or a business account is very easy. Just go into your settings and I'll show you a really quick way how to do it right over here. And once you've done that, you're going to get access to these insights, which will show you really, really cool and simple metrics to understand your audience and the kind of content you're putting out. And it really just gets rid of all of the mystery involved in what kind of stuff is working and what's not working when it comes to your Instagram account. So as you're doing your experimentation, make sure to constantly check your insights and stay really glued into what's working, what's not working. And then you can also check to see what pieces of content specifically did better than other ones, how many followers you're getting. All of that good stuff is really, really important as you move forward and continue to grow. Okay, and the next step is to post once a day on your feed. I know it's a little bit of legwork, but you gotta do that. You gotta put in the energy to see some results. Now, you should be working smart as well as hard, but you do have to work hard. And by posting once a day, you're also going to give yourself very consistent data for your insights to learn from. So for instance, if 1 month you were posting all the time and the next month you didn't post very much at all, your insights for that month where you're posting a lot are going to look a lot different than the month where you stopped posting. So if you're posting every single day, once a day on the feed, it's really going to give you consistent results, and you're also going to see consistent growth. And that's exactly how these accounts that I was running grew to the level that they're at now. And as far as stories go, you really should be posting at least once a day, and ideally you should be posting multiple times a day, multiple points throughout the day. So what I mean by that is starting in the beginning of the day, if you post some content, that's really great. It's going to be seen by a good amount of people. Stories tend to get really good views and tend to be a little bit better in terms of getting those quick views than the feed posts. But Instagram has a different algorithm for stories than they do for the feed. And it's kind of cool because it lets you basically attack getting more viewers and trying to grow your following on two different fronts. So the algorithm that works for Instagram stories is really, really interesting. It's a good mix between recency and also knowing what kinds of accounts you're interested in. So Instagram will show you what you're interested in, but it also has way more precedence when it comes to what's the most recent content that was out there. So if you post something at 9 o'clock in the morning and then people see that and time goes on, it's now noon, they're still gonna be likely to see your story at the top of their page. And it isn't until they watch that then they're going to start to see other pieces of content that are on their story. That being said, if somebody posted more recently than you, there's more likely that they're going to be in front of somebody's story feed than your post will be. For that reason, it's really good to be posting periodically throughout the day, but also whenever somebody gets on Instagram and they see your story for the first time that day, they're going to see the story that you posted the earliest first within 24 hours. Because remember, after 24 hours, your stories disappear. So a really great strategy to use when it comes to stories is to post the most important content in the very beginning of the day, and then periodically post more and more content to keep your story at the very front of your viewers' pages. And then whenever they click on that for the first time that day, they will see the most important video first. With this combination of feed posts and stories, you're very, very likely to constantly stay at the top of your viewers' mind and constantly creating good content that they're going to consume and want to come back for more. Okay, the next step I have is to offer rewards to your following. And so what I mean by that is not that you have to have, sign up competitions for free iPads and things like that, but give them some kind of reward for watching your content. Whether that be very, very exciting content or maybe a big tentpole piece of content to look forward to and constantly grab them back in. That's something really great. Maybe it's a live video that you do once a month, something like that. Basically having different content that you constantly have people looking forward to is a nice way to keep people involved. So maybe they missed your post yesterday, but they know at the top of every month you do some big event. Having that kind of rotating content is really exciting for most viewers, and it helps you stay relevant even when maybe you aren't winning that competition every day to be seen by your viewer. However, you have this cyclical content coming around that people will always remember whenever those big tentpole things come up. Okay, and the last big step/tip in this Instagram strategy that worked really, really well for me on multiple accounts is to engage with your following. And I know I've said that a lot before and it's all over my previous Instagram videos, but it does give your followers confirmation that you are a real person, that you do care about their content, and they'll appreciate you commenting back whenever they comment on a video. It's very encouraging to comment on an account that you follow and then see that the creator of that account comments right back. It's just very, very fun. And then you can get into a situation where you're having a full-blown conversation over a piece of content, which is fantastic from an algorithm standpoint, because it's going to show Instagram that people really care. There's a lot of people talking about this, even if it's just a conversation between two people and there are a lot of posts. It's going to show the algorithm that you have a lot of engagement, and they're going to push that content to more and more people. And the second part with engaging with your following that I want to add here is to use locations as well as tag your followers occasionally. Now, I'm not saying go out and just tag a bunch of random followers every single time you post. No, people are going to see through that pretty quickly and just see that you're trying to garner rapid attention. But what you want to do is give shout outs to people. They'll love that, especially if they really care about your brand. Giving a shout out to, like, maybe somebody posted a really interesting comment, and then on your next post, you want to give them a shout out and tag them in it. Or if you have a couple of followers who are always like your big supporters, giving them a shout out whenever you have a piece of content that you think that will apply very much to that person is just really rewarding in a lot of different ways, and it encourages people to become more engaged with your platform as time goes on. And with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions about any of these steps or tips that I mentioned here today, please leave them down in the comments below. I'll be sure to get back to you and answer those questions, or let me know if there's another tip that you think that should be added to the list, because you might be right. Maybe I should add that to the list, and then on a future video, I'll give you credit for it. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It does help out the channel a lot, and it helps the video to get seen by more people, so I'm always very appreciative. And if you want to see more content that has to do with millennial business marketing, I guarantee you'll be well with your time, and you'll learn a bunch of stuff absolutely for free that will help your business. So thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.